So I've been playing Deadlock. A lot of Deadlock. Like, genuinely, as I'm typing up this script, it is late February. And I suspect I won't get this video out by July, because I just can't stop fucking playing the game, or fucking watching other people play the game, or thinking about playing the game. As I am recording this audio right now, it is taking everything in me to not close Audacity, close the script, and play the game more. I'm tweaking! H-Man, why are you like this? H-Man, why is this game like this? Should I play this game, H-Man, and become a fucking rat like you? Why does this game look fake, H-Man? Questions I will hopefully all answer in this hell diary I'm calling a video. Jesus Christ. So, you may be asking yourself, what is a Deadlock? Well, it's a MOBA, and a MOBA stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, which, if you translate that into Latin, it actually is called a Horus Scaridus, which translates, Deadlock is also a hero shooter, don't let weirdos tell you it's not, and it also has a heavy incentive on movement and team coordination. So, that's the basic summary I'm giving you. I'll give you a more detailed thing later. Now, before I get into the review / deep dive / whatever the fuck this video is, I need to give my own personal anecdotic story on Deadlock, because I feel like it would actually mirror a lot of other people, especially people who are still averse to this game. So, yeah, if you don't want to listen to that, skip to this time here, because that's when actual discussion of stuff is being talked about. Now, my experience on MOBAs isn't exactly substantial. The first one I vividly remember playing was Paragon on the PS4. Holy shit, remember that? Remember when Epic Games made more than just Fortnite? I remember having fun in the game, even though I probably played it completely wrong. I apologize to anybody who got me on their team in fucking Paragon. But yeah, then there was a big gap, and then I was finally pushed into playing the big League of Legends. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think League of Legends might actually be the most overhated live service PvP game ever. Like, during my time playing it, I put about like 25 or some hours into the game, so not a lot at all, but I never ran into anything overtly painful and agonizing. People weren't that mean. I've seen some horror stories of people being really mean, but no, nothing. The only flaws were just all the flaws that come with MOBA, because MOBAs are inherently time consuming. They all revolve around resources and proper utility and ability usage, which just revolves around a lot of waiting. So a 45-minute game of League feels like 7 fucking hours, and I only had the patience for maybe 2 to 3 games in a day. So I dropped that. I'll miss you, Twisted Fate. You were really, really cool. Then after a comically brief dip in Smite, hold on, actually, no, how many hours do I have in Smite? I'm breaking the script right now. 2 hours. I have 2 hours in Smite. Fucking hell. I officially resigned my faith to the well-bathed minds of not being a MOBA guy. Meanwhile, in the rumor mills of gamings, secrets are spilling that Valve is working on another MOBA by the name of Neon Prime, but this time it's a shooter, making it different from their MOBA superfather Dota 2. They speak of it being futuristic and cool and epic, and oh my god, I don't fucking care. Yeah, when these leaks started happening, I was a D1 Neon Prime hater off rip, because my mind was focused on Valve's original IPs that were literally dying of thirst or a precursor to the eventual AI uprising. Seriously, TF2 was unplayable at the time of these Neon Prime rumors coming out. So the idea of Valve putting on their time and resources into another game and CS2, it didn't work. The idea sucked, and I hated it with my dumb, stupid gamer hate brain. Even when the name got changed to Deadlock and the sci-fi theme got replaced with some magical 50s, 60s bullshit, we got to see the gameplay, and oh my god, this gameplay looks like fucking melatonin dream. I told myself it was incomprehensible slop, a true affront to me as a gamer with its crowded UIs, unnecessary damage numbers, the jank, even though it was super early in development, so once again, I'm just an asshole. I binge watched that Emperor Lemon video weekly. I'm not enough of a pretentious douchebag to say that this video aged poorly because it's a biased opinion piece based purely on visuals and him watching gameplay. Like, of course it's not going to fucking age well. The game still isn't out yet. It was even less out then. Like, come on. But my opinions are always completely objectively correct. Remember that, or I'll fucking vaporize you. More time passes, and a mutual of mine on Instagram asked for my opinion on the game, and well, I said the gameplay alone looks like it can kill a weaker man, and I myself am pretty weak. They still recommended it to me and gave me the super special alpha beta omega code. And then I play it, and man, crack is actually really good if you try. I love Deadlock. It solves most of the problems MOBAs have for me by being engaging all the way throughout the game, and relying more on your sense of intuition and playstyle depth instead of who CC is stronger that most hero shooters get into nowadays. And yes, Deadlock is a hero shooter. Don't let fucking weird MOBA purists try and lead you astray. Step 1 of categorizing your hero shooter. 1. Can you shoot player-controlled baddies? 2. Are there characters with unique abilities? Congratulations, you have a hero shooter. Stop being weird. So let's start off with the most important question. Do I recommend Deadlock? Yeah, obviously I recommend the game. It's epic and cool and awesome, but I do have some strong feelings if you should avoid Deadlock, because there's a lot of things that think of these as the anti-playing Deadlock commandments. If some of these things agitate you, then don't. Avoid Deadlock if you don't like communication. Now, theoretically, you could just pick a really easy character to play like Graves or Hayes or Warden and lobotomize yourself and still have fun, just playing this game like it's fucking Overwatch or something. But Deadlock is a game where it peaks when a resounding act of teamwork and comms flow together well. Hell, even by complete accident, this can happen. I'm a black person. Sorry, it's a knee-jerk reaction to assume somebody has a slur cocked up and ready to fucking launch at me at the slightest interaction. Bare minimum, learn how to use the ping wheel as optimally as possible. Avoid Deadlock if you hate being bullied. Unlike other hero shooters like Overwatch, Rivals, or TF2, Deadlock is a game of constant advantage pushing. If you think you're safe farming by your lonesome, even in your own base, when there's somebody with 15k more souls than you, nigga, they're gonna hunt you down and make it 20. Wow, you stuffed that wave from getting into your base, huh? Nice! There are 2 guys rapidly approaching your location now that they have zipline advantage. There's no such thing as a true one-on-one in Deadlock. Everything eventually turns into a team fight. My rule of thumb is that if I can't kill a nigga in 30 seconds, I'm gonna assume somebody else is coming. If you don't like having your back against the wall and the enemy's charging up a group wet willy, then yeah, hard pass on Deadlock. Avoid Deadlock if you hate depravity. I know I'm jumping the gun before the horse here, even since the game ain't even fucking out yet, but from my experience in Deadlock, my years of experience in TF2, and several eyewitness accounts via YouTube videos, internet posts, everything, I can conclude that Valve game players are genuinely some of the most unhinged, fucking depraved people on the gaming sphere ever. Like, Marvel Rivals players, they're just really fucking stupid. Marvel Rivals players have to be some of the dumbest niggas I've ever had the misfortune of interacting with. Like, Dead by Daylight's got, like, the crazy-ass toxicity, but something about Valve games brings out the worst in people. The literal worst. I've never felt more scared that literally anybody could just get doxxed at any given time than when I'm playing a Valve game, but, you know, and in Deadlock specifically. It will almost always be just some of the, like, randomest shit that will set people off, like, oh, they get ganked too many times, they have a bad lane, and it's just, they lose their marble. Story time. One time, a Viper in my game just completely started throwing because they blew ass at the lane, and they were just getting their shit pushed in, they thought nobody was helping them, and they decided to start throwing. And then the Rem on our team gave the most detailed threat, telling them how to blow their shit smooth off with several different handguns that I've ever seen. And I just sat there quiet because I was going 4-9, so I didn't want that shit touching me. And you know, I'm fucking being hyperbolic for the sake of comedy and whatever the fuck. Like, sure, these crazy ass toxic games will probably only happen 1 in 6 games, but you know, if you really don't like that at all, then yeah, maybe hard pass. So, yeah, if none of these criteria fit you, please give Deadlock a try. People are just giving the codes out for free on Discords and subreddits. Hell, if you ask me nicely and bring $6,000 to this unmarked location, I'd be glad to give it to you, and nothing else. So, now you're interested in maybe wanting to learn how to play the game, right? You have come to the wrong place. See, I am bad at this game. Not in the funny YouTuber way where people are like, oh, no, I'm bad. No, I am not good at Deadlock. To put it in perspective, Deadlock has all their games are ranked right now. And without going into detail, because I use fucking fancy-ass special names, because it's a fancy-ass special game for the ranks. I'm just gonna say it goes from rank 1 to 11. I am at a 4. I peaked at 5. And I'm okay with that. As much as I love this game, I have no intention of going past 5 or above. Fucking Oracle and Phantom, nigga. I'm not a young man anymore. I play these video games to have fun. And you know what isn't fun? Pulling up to my Deadlock games like I'm part of the fucking Navy SEAL Team 6. Fucking after my 6-hour work shift, man. No, I'm not doing that. Look, I listen to every call out. I ping shit. I laugh. I lose. Sometimes I don't laugh. And I move on. And I think that's the only thing leading me to never really tilting out in this game. Like twice. I've only tilted twice. Okay, so tutorialing. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. 1, I'm going to tell you how an actual game is structured. And 2, tips and just general tips and tricks and stuff. Hey guys, Future H-Man here. Valve decided to add a whole other new side mechanic and reworked a bunch of other bullshit, so now I gotta re-update the structure video, but I don't feel like typing out a whole new thing for the script, so I'm just gonna ad-lib it off the cuss, whatever. So here's how a Deadlock game goes. 3 lanes. 2 niggas on each lane. There's 2 on your side, 2 on the enemies. Your whole thing is to kill the god on the other side of the map and kill anything that gets in your way. You have these little minion niggas that go and automatically damage people and structures or whatever. There's one that even gives health back if you kill it. Ooh. So you kill your enemies to get stronger because you need souls. Souls are used to buy items. You can get more souls by killing people and going through the farms, hitting the sinner sacrifices machines, to fucking hit them in the time way to get buffs, whatever. But there's also some side objectives. There's the soul urn, which is literally just grabbing one thing and taking it somewhere else, and it gives you a nice little buff of stuff. Then there's the unstable rift, where it's just turns to a little King of the Hill game, where the last team to leave loses, and when you win, a bunch of big black minions come out, and they're pretty tanky. They walk forward. You can use it to push an objective or just use it as a distraction while you push a different objective. Pretty cool. And then there's also the mid-boss where it has a fuck ton of health, so your entire team will more than likely need to go down to fucking kill it. But then when you do kill it, you get the Rejuvenator, which basically lets you respawn immediately where you're at. With all those tools, you coordinate a bunch of pushes, go to the enemy team, kill God. That's it. That's a Deadlock game. Fuck. And then occasionally something called Okay, time for the slightly more detailed tips that I can try and give. Tip number 1, do not worry about the early game. Early game deaths do not matter. Deadlock is a game of ebb and flow, and comebacks can happen on a dime. Do not stress yourself out that much about an early game loss. If you end your lane going 0-4, pick yourself up, farm those side lanes while going back to back for farms, get back into the fight, get back into that game, nigga. Tip number 2, steal shit. Let's say you win your lane. The enemies are dead. Take their farms. Remember, this is a game about pushing enemies' faces into the mud. So what better way to do that is to ensure that they can't get their money up or their funny up by stealing their soul farms, their boxes, their statues. Now they just have to sit there and farm waves like a peasant, hoping they don't get ganked by 3 people. You can even pester them while doing that by ensuring their wave cannot go past a certain thing. Just steal shit, be a dick. Tip 3, objectives matter. Please do not try and play this game like it's Rivals or Overwatch or TF2. If you can trade a life for a valuable resource like Urn or a Walker or even a fucking Base Guardian, then do it. I've seen games literally flip around because of this. A well-timed objective stealing, taking, or whatever can turn your 20k soul deficit game into a Seth Rollins double foot curb stomp. Just do it. Tip number 4, don't be a hero. Once again, this is a knee-jerk reaction for me, especially if you played other hero shooters, especially supports. But if you see a teammate fighting a losing battle, just don't put yourself at risk. This mostly applies to mid to late game. Unless you have a literal god tier plan on getting them to survive, I suggest you look the other way and mind your fucking business. Tip number 5, know when to buy stuff. Try and always be aware when you need to counter buy. Like, if you're doing well early on, but somebody else's lane is really not going well, and they have a fed as fuck guy, try and get the stuff to counter by that guy right away. And this is gonna sound crazy to some people, but when you're losing, it's actually better to just dump all of your shit into damage, so if somebody does eventually misplay, you can just absolutely evaporate them. But if they're doing well, then winning, they'll probably have resistances or some shit online, but, you know, you'll still be doing damage. Tip number 6. Pick normal heroes. Maybe this should have been put up a little earlier, but try and have a nice even distribution of easy skill to intermediate skill heroes when you just start playing. Don't be a dumbass like me and have your first mains be Billy, Pocket, and Sinclair. What the hell was I doing? Because now not only do you have to juggle trying to learn the fucking game, you now have to struggle trying to learn the intricacies of a complex fucking character. Just try and pick a simple character like Wraith, Haze, Warden, Viper, just any of them. Abrams also, he's good. Do that, don't be stupid. Tip number 7, don't forget those boxes and statues, fuck nigga. Once again, probably should have been an earlier tip, but like I vividly, while I was typing the script, I vividly remembered my early games and how I never touched these boxes or statues, like barely, I just didn't fucking care. Seriously, these things can help you really well in the early to mid game. Just crack them open, crack them open. Some players fully dedicate themselves and just circle the map for these, but I don't do that because that's fucking boring. But hey, if you really want to min-max, you can. And tip number 8, bro, it ain't over till it's over. I know this is just an expanded version of the first rule, but seriously, games can come back so well. It doesn't matter how bad you're doing, bro. Just one coordinated team push, just one fucked up moment is all it takes to flip the game. It ain't about winning or losing. It's about you taking them on right now. So do it. Oh my god, okay, that's it for the tutorial stuff. Now I can just rant like a mad. Okay, so I'll start with the things I don't like about Deadlock, because spoilers, I will continue to glaze the fuck out of this game, so let's get the bad stuff out of the way. Let's start off with the easy one, the fact that this game is still a fucking MOBA at its point, so that means long-ass games. As much as I like the fucking game, it's still a time investment sink, so like on a really good day, I can only play like 5 to 6 games in a day. So yeah, good luck hitting a Turnus if you're fully employed. Late game Deadlock does suck ass if you are losing. Like, it's just eating ults back to back to back because your respawn timer is usually 70 seconds to 100 fucking years, which is more than enough time to characters get their ult back, especially with cooldown reductions in effect. And if the enemy team is being smart and cool, they are fully waiting to gank anybody who crosses a certain threshold on the map for farming. It can be painful, but even more rewarding if the enemy manages to fuck up. I was gonna point out characters and items that I dislike in this section, but one, there's no real character, bro. Everybody in this game hates every fucking character. Deadlock players, when they have to play against anybody in the roster, dude, Jesus Christ. I've seen a nigga try and tell us to my whole fucking face that Kelvin is overpowered and how much they hate Kelvin, and I'm like, are you dead ass right now, man? If you start playing this game long term, you're gonna build up a nice rogues gallery of characters that you fucking hate. Mine are like... There is one item that I really do hate and one that I really think is just awful for the game, and that's fucking Refresher. Refresher is the most win more item in the game. It doesn't help if you're losing. It's only really good on like 4 to 5 characters, maybe. And once again, since it's a win more item, you're just going to end up getting hit by it and getting hard countered because like, oh, that Dynamo fucked up his ult. That's awesome, and then he just does it again. Like, what? What? I need that shit either reworked or removed. Fucking stupid. The only other items I would say I dislike, but nowhere near that degree, is 1, Dispel Magic. It's a necessary evil, but it's still really lame and stupid. And this is a completely biased one, bro. Fuck Golden Goose Egg. Every time I see somebody on my team buy this item, it's basically a guarantee that they are going to sell the shit out of my games. Because first off, niggas just be buying it completely random. Why the fuck are you buying the item on Warden or fucking Venator? Like, what? You don't need those stat buffs. What are you doing? And then they always wait till like the end of the game to maybe hatch it. 30 minutes, 30 to 50 minutes in, and you still have your fucking egg? Stop! Release me! Okay, miscellaneous positives. Yeah. I genuinely think Valve committed the biggest, most successful pivot from failure to success in gaming's history when they changed Deadlock's aesthetics. I know Neon Prime was not even 25% finished before it got completely flipped, but man, I think even in its finished state, it looked boring. Maybe I'm just suffering from sci-fi fatigue, but throwing Neon Prime into the bin with fucking Overwatch, Apex Legends, fucking Fortnite sometimes, and Marvel Rivals into the future space shit that just blends everything together way too much, and then you throw it in with the aesthetics of other single-player games like Cyberpunk or Borderlands, or even fucking... Okay, no, it wasn't that bad. I just feel like turning the game into its aesthetic opposite from magic fucking 40s to 60s noir dirty ass New York instantly makes the game stand out and look infinitely better than most other PvP games going on right now. And that extends triply so to the characters. The characters are what sold me on Deadlock. Like, yeah, sure, the gameplay looked like ass, but when I saw Billy for the first time, I genuinely fell in love. It's the most love a heterosexual man can feel for a fictional heterosexual man. I can't fucking... I pray that Valve has some sort of restraint and they don't give these characters skins, because how they look, for most of them that are actually fucking done, are perfect. Every character is instantly readable, and you can tell, like, how they are, even if you just gave somebody a JPEG and they knew nothing about Deadlock. I already have a future video planned talking more in depth about Deadlock's character design, which, you know, with this upload schedule, that really does seem like a huge threat, but all you need to know right now is that they're peak. Please don't add skins, Valve. Please. Please. Another thing that I really like about Deadlock is, you know, the lore and world that they are building for the game. It's fucking phenomenal. Hopefully, Deadlock becomes one of the first live service games to really actually care about the lore for their long term, and won't just throw their shit away or cram more and more into it to the point where it becomes you're completely unable to keep proper track of it. I get it, at the end of the day, live service games are not real art, they are just a means of creating the next infinite money farm, but at the very least, having enough respect for your world building in order to keep everything in order, making definitive beginning, middle, and end of the game and the events that are important within the world of the game would be nice, and I hope Deadlock follows through, because fuck, this world is so good. And that really does just summarize my general thoughts on Deadlock. This game is good. And it's so good it pisses me off.
You can't keep getting away with this! You can't keep getting away with...
How does Valve keep getting away with it, man? I hate that Valve has reached this slight Nintendo level of forgiveness and worship within their own community. Like, the rotting of TF2, the botching of CS2, the hanging bloated carcasses of Half-Life, Portal, and Left 4 Dead, constantly floating to the surface only to be smothered down again, all completely forgotten in my mind when I actually tried this game and how much I like it. Valve is one of those rare companies that literally has infinite money, and with that infinite money, they can make everybody happy. We could be getting... Like, TF2 could be thriving right now. Half-Life could have a new game. Portal and Left 4 Dead could have new games, or at the very least officially made expansion bullshit or whatever. But we just don't, because Valve wants to make Deadlock. And Valve also wants to make a super PC console thing that's gonna be like $8,000 or some shit. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I like Deadlock, and I'm pissed that I do. I'm pissed that Valve has once again sink their tendrils into my brain, and I soy out whenever they do any cool things. Yoshi, fucking stealing Hopu away from Risk of Rain to make one of the best characters in the game, Sinclair. Like, fuck. I hate Valve. I hate that Valve can do this. I hate how much I like Deadlock. I hate how much I hated Deadlock before I even tried it. And more importantly, I hate McGinnis. You thought I wasn't gonna fucking mention that? Fuck you. Fuck this IDF Lockheed Martin piece of shit. Fuck.